Hey folks, I'm Dan, and welcome to BioWare Follower. So before I begin, let me apologize for how my voice sounds. I'm recording in an empty closet, and I'm tired. So I'm echoey and growly. Hopefully both of those will be fixed in due time. As far as I'm concerned, BioWare games have always been at their best in the character department. There's a reason they're known for their writing, after all. Now, everyone loves to gush about your Cullens, your Scout Hardings, and your Garrises, this guy. But I thought I'd take some time to look at characters who, while not necessarily neglected, I feel could use some more screen time. I've discussed it with my buddies here at BioWare Follower, and now here's our list of 5 BioWare characters we really want to see again. Now, I know it says top 5 in the title, but really it's just the first 5 we could come up with. Brainstorming is hard, you guys. So, in no particular order, Vetra. Come on, just give me this one. I love Vetra, possibly to an unreasonable level. Not only is her romance ridiculously sweet, but her backstory is laid out in such a way that you're left wanting to know more. Her life as a jack of all trades, her relationship with her sister, it's ripe for a good story. Hey, maybe a short comic? On the other hand, we could always see more of Vetra in the future. True, the fate of Mass Effect is kind of in limbo right now. Don't really want to get into that. But in the event that the story of Ryder is continued, maybe in a sequel to Mass Effect Andromeda or otherwise, I know Vetra's my first choice to be a returning squad mate. But hey, maybe that's just me, since I can't bear to break up frigging perfect couples. Teagan, this guy. Now, this one was brought up almost as a joke. But the more I think about it, the more I'd like to see him make a return. He's kinda got that love-to-hate-him thing going on. But at the same time, you really can't help but feel sorry for the guy. Brother is in a coma, nephew is possessed, castle is just a mess, and do you have any idea how long it takes to get blood out of stone? Then he's the voice of hard truth in Inquisition, when he points out that your organization should be disbanded in the absence of a legitimate threat. Frankly, it would be nice to see the guy catch a break in a future game. Being put through the ringer like that in Origins and becoming, let's face it, kind of a douche in Inquisition is bad enough. But to have to wear that hat on top of it all? Listen, BioWare. We know you love to torture your characters, but there's such a thing as going too far. Henpecked Ho. We don't talk enough about Jade Empire on this channel. But hey, we're BioWare Followers, so let's remedy that a bit. Anyone who's played the game likely remembers Ho. If not for his humorous delivery, then definitely for his combat ability. Namely, tossing bottles of wine which allow the player character to use the Drunken Master fighting style. He's got his own backstory involving arena fighting and contractual marriage, but really the main reason I want him back is because he's just so damn hilarious. He's always got some great banter to shoot right out of the holster, and even though you'll probably stop using him in battle since his fighting style doesn't actually level up, you know you still love to chat him up every chance you get. Besides, if there's a Jade Empire sequel, you know he'd join up again just to get away from his wife. Admiral Hackett. Now, the Milky Way story in Mass Effect has already been told. There's really not much reason to be adding on to it at this point. But hey, there's always room for a prequel or two. Whether it be games, books, or comics, more stories set in this expansive universe would certainly be welcome. And who better to headline such a narrative than Admiral Stephen Hackett? Well, probably a bunch of people, to be honest, but I'm talking about Hackett here. As a decorated officer in the Alliance Navy, you know he's got stories to tell. Old battles, old friends, maybe old romances. Yeah, I've kinda got a one-track mind, don't mind me. As someone who's been around the Galactic Block more than a few times, Hackett would make a prime subject for a sort of Mass Effect expanded universe type of thing. Hell, maybe there actually could be a few tales set after the trilogy. Let's just hope it doesn't get the Star Wars expanded universe treatment. Hey, I'm still bitter about Mara Jade. Just leave me alone for a while. Sir Cothran. What's that? You killed Sir Cothran in your playthrough of Dragon Age Origins? Well, that wasn't very nice of you. Besides, you can also kill Liliana, and that just pisses her off. So who's to say Logain's intrepid lieutenant can't make a triumphant return regardless of how dagger-happy your warden was? Besides, if you take the time to talk to her before the lands meet, provided you didn't go all, "Don't tase me, bro!" at the estate, you'll find that she's pretty level-headed when it comes down to it. Cothran's loyalty to Loghain is steadfast, but she openly questions his actions of late if you dig a little. We need more characters like that who are willing to question the actions of their colleagues. And Cothran would make a really cool advisor, or even party member in a future game. Maybe it's just me, but I'm always a sucker for the villain turning good trope. It's why I always spare Loghain in Origins. And it has absolutely nothing to do with a certain fade sequence. By the way, little off topic, I know she's not a BioWare character, but I want to give special mention to Mira from Knights of the Old Republic 2. If BioWare decides to continue the Old Republic series, I hope she makes a comeback, cause she's easily my favorite character from those games. Yeah, she's technically an Obsidian character, but BioWare created the series, so she at least qualifies for an honorable mention. KOTOR 2 may have been unfinished at launch, but Obsidian did a fantastic job with what they had, and Mira is proof of that. So anyway, there's our list. What do you think? Do you want a comeback from any characters in a series that wasn't mentioned here? Hey, maybe you'd like us to make another video on the subject with a few more of our own choices. Pop your comments down below, do that subscribe thingy if you want, and we'll see you next time here on BioWare Follower.